So I got desperate and I made what turned out to be the worst decision of my entire LA life. Hey everyone, happy Sunday. This is future me talking, by the way. And I apologize for the echo. I am currently sitting in an empty apartment. My 14-month lease is actually up in just a few days. I know I moved in a really long time ago, but I was debating on whether or not I should even post it because it had been so long with me not being on YouTube. But I figured this would still help. If you haven't seen my last vlog, pause this video, go watch it right now. Otherwise, here's a quick summary. So ever since I was little, I always knew that I wanted to live on the West Coast where there was no snow, no cold, no ice, nothing. But instead, I decided to move 3 hours away from home to Chicago. And at that time, my only goal was to really explore and just find out what life was about. Slow living was such a huge thing in Iowa. It's such a small town. Everyone knows everyone. It's just parks and cornfields and farms. And I wanted more. I was navigating becoming an adult and I fell in love with acting. After 2 years, I decided to finally make the move, not only for acting, but for my childhood dreams. So in my last vlog, I talked about this and I started searching for jobs in LA and things moved pretty fast. I'm technically self-employed, but for safety, I wanted to find 2 full-time jobs to just show that I had income coming in and it was not sporadic like acting can be sometimes. You never know when you're gonna get a paycheck. So I just wanted to show that I had stability just to get a job and get myself settled in LA. In 1 week during that last vlog, I landed 2 full-time jobs and I was basically on a plane to LA to live. Literally job offer on Friday, start work on Monday. Yeah, it happened that fast. I had only the weekend to purchase flights, get everything packed that I needed to in my 2 suitcases, and be on a plane. So this video starts by me moving into that hotel and starting my life in LA. Not gonna lie, it's a little choppy. So that's why I'm here narrating, but grab a snack and we gonna get through it together. I'll wait. Okay, so where do we even start? So there's a lot to cover from my first moments landing in LA to apartment search nightmares and my first night in my new place. Let's get right into the video.
We'd like to welcome you to LA. Please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened until we get to the gate and the fasten seatbelt sign is turned off.
Whew, this last 24 hours have just been insane. It's been nuts. Once I flew in from Chicago, I went straight to the rental place, tried to get me a rental car, but they're gonna say that because I booked a one-way flight to LA and I don't have a flight back to Chicago leaving the city, that I can't get the rental car. What are you talking about? I have to look online and try and find other rental places that will let me do it because I need a rental car if I'm gonna be out here for weeks on end. Ended up coming to the hotel. It was only like noon by that point. I was trying to do an early check-in, but they had nothing available, so I had to just like wait outside, wait in the lobby for forever. Like I literally was just walking around with no car, nowhere to go, no rental car, just waiting in lines. Finally got my room and had to go straight to sleep before I had to go work at 5 p.m. until 1 a.m. Went straight to bed and now here we are. It's a brand new day. I am in my hotel. Hey y'all, guess who's in LA now? What? But I'm so excited to be here. You don't even know. I am so excited and I can't wait to start this little journey that I've been dreaming for years and years since I was young. Like I'm finally in LA and this time it is for good. Pretty much I already moved. I started my job yesterday and now I'm just here. I'm apartment searching. I'm just gonna be in this hotel for, a few weeks to a month, however long it takes. So I just cleaned up the entire hotel and now I need to unload all of these bags. So this is what I just bought at Ralph's and then I went to the 99-cent store to get some few things for the hotel. Trash bags, some plates and bowls. Obviously for Prince, I wanted to get a new litter box because I can't, fly on a plane with that. And I cannot believe that these were all $1 each. Like I've been spending $11 going to Target, going to Walmart in Chicago whenever I want to switch out his litter box. And they're literally at the 99-cent store. I needed to get sunscreen just because I forgot mine at home. Then I'm going to be here for a couple weeks, so I just got some laundry detergent. I packed 2 weeks of clothing, but eventually I know I'm going to have to wash clothes. So that's why I just got this one. I think this tiny one will be just fine and get me through the next few weeks. Air freshener for the good smells. For those of you that don't know, I'm like 80% vegetarian, so I had to get me like a little Caesar salad just to put in the mini fridge. I'm trying to think of quick meals that I can do in the hotel without like a burner, without a stove, because all I have is a microwave. I wanted to get like PB&J, the natural grape jelly, and then peanut butter. I really like this brand. It's like a really good vegan brand. This one is strawberry, banana, pear, and apple. Like, does that not sound like the perfect combination? And look at the calories here. Obviously, I had to get my bananas. Like, I'm a banana girl all the time whenever I'm traveling. It's just the perfect little on-the-go snack. I got a couple oatmeals, apple cinnamon and maple brown sugar, another fruit. This one's cantaloupe. One thing that I really wanted to check was just to make sure that the expiration dates are all good. Like, this one's not until September, and right now it's like mid-July. They can last a while just in case I'm, going out or whatever. I haven't had this brand of yogurt, but it's almond milk, and I just got 2 strawberry and 2 blueberry. I wanted to get another tea just to try and help with weight loss and my gut control. Had to get a knife just so that I can cut all of my lemons and limes, because I love to do like lemon and lime water. Last thing is this Nature Valley protein oats and honey. This one has 13 grams of protein, which is like really good. What I'm planning to do is try and like eat this like cereal. So I didn't get them, but what I want to do is like try and put this in a bowl and then put like some blueberries or strawberries on top with my almond milk, and hopefully just eat this like it's cereal, because it's really good protein, really good macros, and I'm gonna see how that tastes. So I just put everything away, and this is like my little pantry area. So I put all the food up top and like the fruit on the left, water bottles, my tea that I'm gonna have. I have no idea how to work this coffee machine, but hopefully I can just like go downstairs and get some hot water from them. And my little fridge, my mini fridge with my yogurts, my salad, almond milk for cereal. Like, I'm all set. Yay! I'm so excited, guys. Like, I'm just really excited. I don't even know what to do with myself. Today's Tuesday, so I'm off work. I'm about to work a Wednesday to Saturday, and if I'm not at work, I'm gonna be apartment searching. So stay tuned for all of that to come. I have a whole list of like neighborhoods that I want to see, my budget, everything. So I'm gonna be doing a separate video for that stuff. Prince is... Dude, why are you sneezing so much? Calm down. Let me get you some Halls or something. He's probably sick too. See, we were both on the plane. Prince, you good? Oh my gosh. Sometimes out of nowhere, I just end up smiling and like laughing and being like, ah! Like, I cannot believe that I'm here sometimes. Like, sometimes it's just crazy to me. Like, I know it's just a hotel, but I'm literally living in this hotel for a few weeks, tearing up right now because I'm like so excited to be here and just like get started and, begin acting, modeling, like all that stuff. I'm so excited. This might be weird for people to understand, but coming from the Midwest, like growing up with land all around me, it's just mind-blowing that I'm literally driving on the coast of California. There's nothing further. All of this over here is literally just ocean, and then if I keep going, like, this is land. It's just wild. The Midwestians, or whatever you guys call it, you guys probably know what I'm talking about, but this is just so crazy to me. So I'm like an hour early because I didn't want to be stuck in traffic or be late or anything, but I have a reservation at this oceanside restaurant that my cousin is taking me to, and I'm really excited for it. I said I'm chilling next to my lollipop, enjoying life on this Wednesday night. Hey! first week in LA gathering info, stalking websites, and setting up hella appointments. A few days later, I started touring apartments. So I'm about to head into my first apartment of the day, and first impressions, this is right on top of a busy street. So I'm curious to see how loud the noise is going to be with all of the cards. Okay, so not that bad for my first apartment. The manager said that this tenant just moved out literally days ago, so that's why it's still like dingy and dirty, and it still had their shower curtain. The downsides of this apartment is that I would have to buy a fridge of my own. It doesn't come with a fridge, like that is not included. But what is included is one parking space. I get a parking space for free. I don't have to find street parking in front of all these residential houses. I have a spot for free. So that would be really nice. Chicago is so expensive with their parking, so that would be a nice change. But I don't know. I mean, this apartment was really nice. Like, I actually like it, and I didn't know that there was a balcony too. Nowhere on the website in the description did it say there was a balcony, so that was a really nice surprise. There's so much storage. Like, there's closets every which way that I turned, so that was like a huge plus. She did say that it's going to be 2 weeks until the apartment is actually ready, and that's right around the time that my lease ends in Chicago, so I'd kind of be pushing it really close. I'd have to wait until 2 weeks until the apartment is ready before I can even apply. So yeah, we're gonna have to see what these other apartments look like, because I'm not sure if that's really gonna work with my time frame. It is so hot today, guys. It's 94 degrees outside. I am sweating in this car. Like, I need AC on at all times. So this apartment was in the Valley. I'm about to drive 50 minutes to get to downtown LA for my next showing. It's like 4:30 right now, and the showing is at 6 p.m. So I'm gonna get there a little early, but I need to get on this road because it is a long drive down this highway. It looks like on GPS there's just some traffic, and I think that's why it's taking so long. Like, there was some red on the GPS. But yeah, headed to DTLA. I'll see you guys when I get there. Woo-hoo. As you can see in the clip before, I was on my way downtown to view my second apartment of my entire search. And I had no idea that I was about to find my dream home. It was literally perfect. It was a studio apartment, but it was so large that it had like a little, you know, like square office type of space right next to the kitchen. And I mean, yes, I guess you could put your dining table there and have it be like a dining area, but I just saw it as an opportunity for either a bedroom and then close it off with a curtain or a bookshelf and have it be like, you know, a separate space for a bedroom, or turn it into my office, one or the other, because the actual living area was so large. It only had one closet in the room, but it was a huge closet. The kitchen was beautiful. The kitchen is where like all the storage was. So if I needed to move some clothes into the kitchen, or, you know, like get really creative with it, I definitely could have done that. Besides the bathroom being outdated, I saw no other flaws. Like, this apartment was literally perfect, and it had so much natural light. And I look out the window and you can just see the entire downtown skyline from Koreatown. Oh, it was my favorite. I applied on the spot. I already had all my paperwork, so I just turned it in. I was like, here you go. I'm already ready to move in. I have all my paperwork. I got what you need. I got the jobs. What's up? Like, let me know as soon as you know, so I can know that we can move in and get this thing going. You know, like, I was so ready and I was so excited. And I know, like, he told me, we've had multiple people view this apartment today, and one person has already put in an application before you, but her income and her availability doesn't check out, so we're not really going to go with her. But we still need to let you know that there are other applications that we're viewing. So I was like, okay, well, it sounds like I have it in the bag if he said he's not going to go with her. And I was pretty excited. After that, I literally stopped all my searching. I didn't even go to any other appointments. I was just like, okay, I'm going to wait on their call because I know this is it. This is the one I want. I don't even need to look anymore. And that was that. Was in a very good mood after submitting that application, so I treated myself to some dinner. Hi, Prince. Hey, baby. Okay. Dinner time. Okay, don't nobody tell my personal trainer, but I am about to smash. Just look at this. Barbecue chicken, banana pudding, potato salad, and this ooey gooey, and this ooey gooey mac and cheese. Yes. Ooh, I can't wait. According to Google, this is supposed to be the best barbecue restaurant in LA, period. So I'm already seeing that everything they said online is true, y'all. Like, I just broke down this chicken and turned it into a little chicken sandwich that I had. I got the mac and cheese, cornbread. Like, what am I missing? I got literally everything here. I wanted to get some red beans and rice, but I wasn't trying to overdo it. So after 2 weeks of waiting, I still had not heard back from this apartment. And I'm telling you, it was my dream apartment. It was so beautiful. It was perfect. But I hadn't heard back, and I had already waited 2 weeks. I was like, okay, I'm not going to freak out. I'm not going to have my anxiety go crazy. Like, I'm just going to wait. And after 2 weeks, my sister was like, girl, just call them. Go there in person and find out what the heck happened to your application. Because I gave them $20 for an application. I felt like I was ripped off. Never heard back, not one peep from them, sent multiple emails, and I still hadn't heard back. So I just I went there. First of all, I couldn't get in, and then I just called standing outside, and finally someone got to me, and finally someone answered the phone, and they just basically said, I'm sorry, we actually went with another person. We didn't think that your application was valid. It's not possible for you to have 2 full-time jobs and still have a personal life. So we felt like you weren't being truthful, and we denied your application. First of all, like, it would have been good to know that. It would have been helpful if you responded to my emails, because that's 2 weeks wasted where I could have been looking for something else. I was just so frustrated at that point, and so just like taken advantage of almost, because I know that they had multiple people viewing that apartment that same day. It's like, did they just need my $20 just to show that they had a bunch of applications, but they already knew who was going to get the apartment? I don't know. That's like my conspiracy theory. But basically, I didn't get it, and I was really freaking sad. But after all that, I started my search again. Nope. First of all, no, I can't do it. Did you see that big roach, that big freaking roach right in the kitchen? I'm good. I don't want it anymore. I'm fine. But it looked nothing like the pictures at all. This apartment was so beautiful. I loved the brick walls. Like, I love when it's like an original type of building, like kind of old looking. And then it has that little nook where you can put your bed. I could fit my couch in there and a couple other stuff. Like, it's a larger studio. Even though my favorite color is green, I'm not really interested in seeing that in a kitchen. But I didn't mind, because it's like, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of like a darker green, so I feel like I can make it work. And that bathroom was nice. All the cabinets were hand painted, and I had to even have the girl help me try and pry a couple open, because they were just painted shut. And it was like badly painted. Like, it was just way too thick. So this studio just kind of wasn't worth it for the price. Like, there's no laundry inside, only 2 washers, 2 dryers. But she said no one ever uses them, which means it's probably broken or like not very good. And it's right next to a club on Sunset right here. Like, I already know that I'm not choosing this apartment, so I don't even care about saying like the street that it's on, but it's right off of Sunset Boulevard, and there's a club right next door. Like, this is a bussin' area at night. Like, there's a lot of people that, you know, are just out having fun, having the time of their life. Because I drove past a couple nights ago just to kind of check it out, and I like that there's, you know, a lot of people at night, and there's some coffee shops during the day, so it's like ample opportunity to make friends. But she said that it does get really loud at night, and since Sunset is like a main street, I kind of have to deal with noise too. So as beautiful as like it is minus the paint, I just don't think that it's for me. It kind of already wasn't for me because of that roach. I am not dealing with bugs. Man, this girl literally said, as I was walking out, just out of curiosity, I asked the girl, so when is this going to be available so that I can move in, because I'm looking for something right away. And her answer was literally, just as soon as we get pest control in, you can move in immediately. We just need to do pest control and wipe it down and you're good to go. And I'm like, pest control? Like, what do you mean? Acting like I never saw the roach, right? And she said, well, we always have pest control come in once a month, and they only do 2 apartments. That's what we pay them for. It's just 2 random apartments. If there is a request, then we'll have them do someone's unit. Or if there is a vacant unit, then that's automatically a unit that we'll do. But maximum is 2 units. And if there's a roach in this dang apartment, then don't you think that you need to be pest controlling all of the apartments in this building, all of the concrete, like all of the hallways, the ceilings, just everywhere? Why are you only doing 2 units a month max? And if the priority is vacant units or someone that requests it, then how are you ever getting anything done? So I don't know. It's not for me, even though it is really nice on the inside. I love that brick, and I love how bright and spacious it is, and all of the closets and like storage. But yeah, not for me. No, thank you. I just want to pop in and say, before I did all of this, I took out some time to really do some city shopping. And what I mean by that is just scouring the websites and seeing, okay, what is actually in my budget? Because I'm new to LA. I really haven't been here before except one time on vacation. I kind of needed to scour the websites and figure out, okay, what is even in my budget? What can I afford? What neighborhoods are actually good for me? What's going to work for my personality? What is going to have the most shopping? The best stores, the best grocery stores? What is going to have everything that I need? And, you know, maybe the people that are around, because I've heard, you know, every neighborhood is different. I want to be around a good neighborhood, a good amount of people who are just like me, so that, you know, I can have a really good experience for my first time in LA. So what I did was just did some city shopping, and this is basically the list that I have compiled of what was in my budget for 1-bedroom and studio apartments. That was kind of like my starting point, and I just went from there. Some girls need fingers ran through their hair to fall asleep. Some guys need their back rubbed at night. I just need his cuddles. Sometimes he won't let me sleep though. And then the biscuits start getting made on my face. Living alone in a hotel in a city where I know no one is a lot easier when I have him next to me. Blue walls. Let's talk about it. Okay, this apartment is so big. It's just, this apartment is way bigger than I thought it would be. There's so much space to just walk around. I love when it's an open area rather than it being just like one long rectangle with like one long kitchen. You know, I love how they're separated. There's so much storage. Did you see this closet right here? So when you walk into the closet, you can literally walk about like maybe 1.5 feet. It just goes back really, really far, which I love. And there's like storage in the bathroom area too. I couldn't like see much because they had the electricity turned off, but just using my phone's flashlight, I could see that it was clean and everything looked really nice inside. They still need to add the refrigerator and the stove, and it's all going to be stainless steel, so that's always a plus, right? I just really love white walls because you can just make the place so much brighter than it needs to be. And then another downside actually about this apartment is that there is another unit like right next door, like right outside the window. I'm staring into someone else's place, and I hate when I have that happen. Like my last 2 studios in Chicago have also been the same way, and it's just like, I'm done with that. I think I deserve a nice view from my apartment once in a while, right? So a realtor guy said that it's a Guatemalan neighborhood, so nothing wrong with it being like a different race or anything, but just as far as communication goes, if I need to get around, if I have questions with my neighbors, if like I just need help because, you know, I'm new to the city, I'm new to the area, I wouldn't really be able to talk to anyone because I don't know that much Spanish. I don't know if I could get by in like an actual conversation. I'm lying. I could never get by. I can't. I'm not good with Spanish. Not yet. And downside number 2, which is a huge one for me, I asked him about the laundry because, I mean, I have no problem with going to a laundromat, but I was just curious, like if I'm ever in a pinch, can I do laundry in the building? And he said, yeah. He took me down there. First of all, couldn't figure out how to open the door because he's like never showed this property before. But for him to like have to struggle with his keys and then can't figure out how it works, I was getting a little hesitant. And I thought we weren't going to be able to get in at all. But then he somehow busted the door open, and this whiff of air just smells like something died in there. Like, I have not had my smell or taste since COVID. And I had my COVID like way back in January, like I don't even know, 8 months ago, and I still don't have my smell back. But I'm telling you, I could smell whatever death was in the freaking air. Like that, I don't think that laundry has ever been used, or maybe it was used, but people like locked it to try and keep everyone away. I have no idea. Something is going on down there in the wee basement where it's supposed to smell that bad. Like, I don't have my taste or smell, but I could smell that. So that tells me something right there, that if I could smell it, then it must be really, really bad. And I could see on his face that he was like so embarrassed to even have to show me that. So I don't know, like with it being, you know, like such a different neighborhood than what I'm used to, and with that smell, like God only knows what type of dirty things go on in this apartment. I don't even know like how clean it actually is. Maybe after I move in, that's when all the bugs will come out, who knows. So it just kind of turned me off a little bit, and I'm just gonna keep looking because I'm not really into that. I want a good apartment and I don't want to settle, so I'm just gonna keep looking. This is a good time to pop in and tell you what happened next. I found another unit, was denied again, and was giving up all hope. It was bad. Like, it was bad. Running out of time, I had days left until my Chicago apartment was up. My lease was gonna be up in just a few days, and I did not know what to do. So I got desperate, and I made what turned out to be the worst decision of my entire LA life. I basically decided to raise my budget and look in other areas that weren't on my initial list from when I was city shopping. And I came across a unit that was in downtown LA, talking about this unit that I'm in actually right now. I actually really liked this building when I toured it. I thought it was really nice. It's a luxury place. I thought all the amenities were amazing. The way that the lady, like the leasing lady, talked about this place, because she said she lived here herself with her daughter. And I was like, wow, okay, so if this lady who lives here is saying all these nice things, then maybe the reviews are just from residents that had a bad experience, or residents who were just bitter and decided to give a 1-star review, you know? I was like, maybe give it the benefit of the doubt and let's go ahead and apply for this apartment. Like, so what that the reviews said that it was a little bit dirty, or that it had roaches, or that the management wasn't always like on top of it. You can't always communicate with the management. I just kind of said, F all of that. Like, she's literally telling me that this is one of her favorite apartments. And looking back, I'm like, okay, well, maybe she just wanted to get the sale. Maybe she just wanted to get her numbers up. Because, lady, that shit was all lies. And I'm just so happy that I'm moving. I'm not gonna talk, like, you can probably go on the website and see my long ass review, but I'm not even gonna get into it too much. It's just, it was not a good choice to choose this apartment, but I decided to pay a little extra and I got approved like within a few days actually. I mean, to put it in simple terms, I decided to settle for less than I deserved or even wanted. But here we are, and I mean, I guess I'm just really happy that I'm moving out, but it wasn't the best 14 months of my LA life, especially to start with. That's all I'm gonna say. So this apartment it's a studio. It's not that big. It's actually pretty small. It's just kind of like one little square, one bathroom, a mini fridge. It's amazing views though, amazing views to like the street and the mountains out there. Like you'll see, I'll probably insert a clip right here, but it's an amazing view apartment. The amenities are so nice. It has the cleanest gym that I've ever seen. It has a pool. It has like this nice little lobby area that looks just so luxurious. Like besides the roaches and it being a very dirty building, you cannot go wrong here. My first few nights, I slept in a sleeping bag and they're surprisingly more comfortable than I remember when I was a kid. But yeah, I was given a week off to basically travel back to Chicago, pack up my apartment. So my sister ended up flying into Chicago and she helped me drive my car attached to the U-Haul all the way back to LA, my home. The place where I am living and living out my dreams. And it was a really fun experience. Like I love her so much. She's been so supportive of my dreams and my journey. I have just been kind of like on a whirlwind with me moving to Arizona and then moving back to Chicago and then moving here and like deciding what I want to do for a career and all of this. She has been so supportive of my dreams. And she has never once like told me like, what are you doing? You need to stop and like think all this through. Like, yes, I know I'm a spontaneous person. Okay. I'm not going to lie. I am definitely a spontaneous person. I really do take the freaking risk and I really do just follow my dreams and follow whatever my heart says, regardless of what anyone else is thinking. I truly do just follow my heart. And that's how I live my life day to day, because you never know when your last day is going to be. I feel like she doesn't quite understand it all the way, but she understands it enough to be positive about all of the choices that I'm making, even though some of them aren't the right ones. It's like I'm figuring it out along the way and she's just here right along with me. And I love that. I love her so much. If she's watching this, I love you, girl. She has just supported my dreams way more than I could ever imagine. And I'm so thankful for that. The sun's starting to go down, so we got to wrap this up here. I am just so proud of myself for taking a chance on me. Like, you guys have no idea. I'm so proud of myself and I just can't believe the things that I have done. And it's like all on my own. I literally am. I'm so independent and it's like a gift and it's like a curse at the same time. My mom raised us to be very independent women because her and my dad had a divorce and like it was really just my mom raising us. We'd see my dad on the weekends, but it was truly like really my mom since we were with her most of the time. So she really raised us to just live on our own. It was probably to help her out because it was probably a lot to handle 2 kids by herself. But you know, like she really helped us to be so independent, and I am like way more independent than my sister. And I'm so like, I haven't met anyone more independent than me. And my friends, they always tell me like, I don't know how you're able to do all this. How do you cope with being by yourself all the time? How do you cope with just like starting something new and, you know, not knowing all the risks and what's going to happen? But I don't know, like, it's just in me, and it's like a gift and a curse. Like I just said, it's a gift and it's a freaking curse at the same time. Although this apartment didn't work out, I'm still grateful to be here. All the acting jobs I've booked since moving to LA 14 months ago, all the opportunities that I've had, all the things that I have seen and like just the exploring that I have done in California, I couldn't be more grateful. This is what I've always wanted, is to live out here on the West Coast and to be at the beaches almost every single day, or whenever I want to go there. It's just like a 20-minute drive to Santa Monica. I couldn't have asked for more. I'm so happy to be here. For the first time, I actually know what I want, and my family would ask me for so long, like, how do you like living out there? How is it living out there? Do you think you're going to be out there a long time? And it's like, absolutely yes, no question about it. This is where I'm meant to be. I just feel so at home here. I never really like getting emotional now, but like I never really felt at home living in Iowa where I grew up, just because I guess there was just so much drama and so much hurt and so much just regrets and things that just were not supposed to happen to me as a kid that happened. And you know, just like all the bullying and all the people just talking about me and like just high school drama basically. And like Iowa just never felt home after that. Like I literally turned 20 and I was like, no, I am done. Like I need to move. I need to get out of Iowa and just go somewhere else and find myself and find somewhere where I can actually be me and not have to walk outside to the street and just be bombarded by all these bad memories. So it's just really nice to be out here. And all that time I was exploring myself and figuring out what I wanted in Chicago. I feel like I finally found that in LA. Like I just feel so at home in LA. I feel at peace and I just feel like this is where I need to be. This is where I was meant to be. Being in your 20s is hard. Everyone goes through this quarter-life crisis where they're not sure about their choices, they're not sure about their life, they're not sure about their future. And I'm telling you, I was in a quarter-life crisis for years. Like before I even turned 25, I was in a quarter-life crisis and I did not know what I wanted to do. And I just feel like everything has been confirmed since moving to LA. So even though this apartment didn't work out, I'm so happy that I'm here because this is only the beginning. I'm about to be here for the rest of my life. Like unless something goes terribly wrong where I need to get out, I have no plans on leaving LA ever. And I'm just gonna have to step it up. I'm gonna have to raise up my priorities and raise up what I'm willing to accept for an apartment and, you know, for just my entire life and my entire space where I feel home and comfortable. I want to make sure that I am okay and that I am happy with it before signing that lease. And you're probably wondering, why didn't I just keep looking? But like I said, I was running out of time. My lease was about to be up in Chicago and it was literally the choice of, do I pay for a storage unit, fly to Chicago, pay for a storage unit, and pay monthly until I can find a place to live out in LA. Do you get what I'm saying? That's buying a plane ticket to go to Chicago, to purchase a storage unit, to fly back to LA to keep apartment searching, where I'm going to be paying nightly bills, $200-300 a night to stay in a hotel until I can find an apartment. Which one is more cheaper to you? Do you settle for something less than all of the things on your want list? Or do you pay for so many things just to wait until you can find the perfect unit? I was at my ends and I was just like, okay, I just need to settle and just find something for now. Find something for now and then I can find my dream apartment. So I basically settled for a half decent luxury high-rise style apartment building. It had its ups and it had its downs. Overall, I'm really happy with my experience in LA and I wouldn't trade that for anything. Let me know, what do you think? Did I make a good choice or should I have kept looking? Would you have chose this apartment knowing all the things that you know now? Or would you have kept looking? I'm really curious and I would love to know your answers. So leave that below in the comments. So I'm gonna end this vlog here. Thank you for following along with me. If you made it to the end, I really appreciate you. I know this video was choppy. I know it was kind of all over the place, but that is my experience of me living in LA. I really hope that this video brought you some inspiration and some tips and maybe helped with your nervousness or your inability to leave a spot where you're at right now, where you're not comfortable, and just take chances and go out there and find your new home, find your new place, leave wherever you are and just start a new beginning because you're worth it and you can do it. Forget about all of the excuses, all of the things that can go wrong and just try. And I promise you won't regret it. You're gonna be so happy in the end. There might be some ups and downs like I had, but you are gonna be so happy with the choice that you're gonna make in your future. So I just hope this video has inspired someone. If you've liked it, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can follow my LA journey, navigating my 20s in general, so you can follow along to all of that. I would love to have you guys along with me, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Grant's over here. Hi, world. We're in our sleeping bag right now. Gosh, I'm putting the phone up and then he gets up. Hello. No bullshit. Every time I see this lady in the hallway, I mean mug the out of her. Out of her. I'm like, girl, who the heck was you lying to like that? And she's showing other people these open units, and I just stare at them like, don't do it. Don't do it. And I'd be like, roaches. Like literally trying to give them hints, because this girl will literally lie to you just to get her numbers up. It's crazy. I am just taking it all in. I still cannot believe I'm here. Like, this is happening. I'm about to get an apartment really soon, and this is gonna be my new home. Oh my gosh. It makes me want to cry because I've wanted to be in California for so many years and finally made it happen. So to all the great things yet to come.